everyone! I did this rainbow eye look with lots of colors, and I achieved it using this Morphe palette called Sky-Fi, this Morphe palette called Python Code, and then the savior of the day, this e.l.f. palette, which is like the Perfect 10 rainbow palette that they have. And this one is like, it's not that expensive. It's definitely less expensive than these. So stay tuned and see how I did this look. We got these three palettes. So the first one is the this rainbowy palette. I think it's called the Perfect 10 palette from e.l.f. And I don't know what the shade names are, but it has all the colors: yellow, orange, purple, blue, and green. It doesn't really have a red, and we'll address that in a minute. And then we got these two Morphe palettes. So the first one is Sky-Fi, and it has a lot of great purples and some pastels in there, and this really bright teal. And then we got Python Code, which has these golds, this dark brown, and then this other really good, like the other one's more turquoise and this is more like a deep teal, but then this turquoise is also really cool. I'm actually going to start off with eyeliner. So I don't have all the colors of eyeliner, but I do have like a yellow and a green and a purple, so I'm just going to kind of start with that to put a base down on everything. So I didn't mind not having a red eyeshadow because I feel like red eyeshadow kind of makes you look a little sick, or like you have allergies. So what I'm going to start with is I'm going to put yellow or gold eyeliner on the inside. And it can be a little bit messy because you're going to like cover all of this up with eyeshadow. So I put it on the top and the bottom. I was kind of like just figuring it out as I went along, but I really liked how it came out because I didn't feel like I had like a full rainbow set of colors, but I made it work. So you start with the yellow there, then I'll move to green. So that gold, by the way, is Amber Stunner from NYX Vivid Rich. It's one of my faves. That's a rebuy. I've bought it multiple times. I'm not even blending it. I'm just putting the Essence Stay and Play liner in Emerald Dragon. I'm just putting it next to it. I'll be figuring out the colors later. And then the same Essence Stay and Play gel liner in Very Berry. And I'm going to put this on the outside. So I like this because this reminds me of my Mardi Gras look from like that might be like 15 years ago now. Alright, so then I start putting down like a base of everything. So I have these two brushes that I'm working with. So this brush here is more of like it can pack on more, and then this is more to do some details. And I'm going to start with the Morphe palette in Sky-Fi, and I'm going to start by packing down some purple in the corners. I'm going to take this purple here, Heaven Sent it's called, and just like pack as much as I can into the corner there, on both the top and the bottom. And this is kind of a use what you have kind of deal, because we did go out and just get these palettes. Like I didn't specifically make sure I had like a blue and a red and an orange and everything. So I just went with what I had. So I'm basically using the detailing brush to kind of pack it onto the eyeshadow part, or to the eyeliner part, and then I'm taking the eyeshadow brush to put it more on the lid. And I might go in with some more purple later, but I'm just gonna start off with that as the base. Then I'm not even gonna worry about blue yet. I'm just gonna go right to the teal, or the turquoise here. Oh, that teal, by the way, is called Teal Thunder. And then I'm gonna change to the Python code one and get some of these golds that are on here. So this gold here is called Snake Charmer, and I'm going to use that on the yellow part. And I don't remember if I used this full scale, this turquoise, but I'm going to put a little bit of that just here. So at this point, when I was doing it the other day for Pride, I was like, oh man, this didn't really turn out that great. But then I went back to this palette, the e.l.f. palette, and I got all the other colors to kind of fill in between. So let me show you what I have. So there's a little bit of like a darker burnty orange, and there's a bright orange, and then there's this yellow, and then there's like an actual green because I didn't have a green, I just had the teal, and then, or these two actual greens, and then these two purples, those actually come in clutch, so I'll show you how that comes out. And then also the thing that was really good is I just put my brushes down, and then I'm doing this whole part just with my finger, and because this I can pack on a lot more color with my finger. So if you just kind of really load it up there like that, and then you can get like a really nice brightish yellow, and then get this springish green on the end. And then this periwinkle, not too much on my fingers, but this periwinkle here can really make the blue kind of stand out. So even though it doesn't look, it looks like very purplish in the palette there, when it's next to the purple that I use from the Morphe palette, it looks very blue. Okay, so I'm just like taking the detailing brush and kind of blending around the edges and kind of cleaning up some of the excess that came out. Alright, so now it might look like you got rid of a lot of the purple on the bottom, but I'm going to go back in with this brush and get some more of this kind of brighter purple and put it on the bottom here like this. And then on the inner corners I still have that yellow there, but I'm going to cover that with this orange from the e.l.f. And this is really what brings the rainbow, I think. So like this can almost look like normal. Well, not normal. I mean, it's still like kind of like it could just be like another makeup look, but this looks like unhinged rainbow, and like that's what I want it to look like. So I'm gonna get this with my finger and put some more on the lower eyelid there. So now you have orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and you don't really have a red, but what I did like to do for red is a little bit of pink. So we're going to go back to the Morphe palette, and first we're going to touch up the purple a little bit like that, just with this same Heaven Sent. To make sure it looks real purple, or violet actually, real violet. And then for the pink, take the same brush, and then this Glow Pressure and Cumulus Candy, I just mixed those a little bit and then put it around like this. So now it still looks weird. I used to forget about this when I used to do makeup on YouTube before. I used to forget to line my eyes, and especially when you do like a crazy color look like this, it looks really weird if you don't line your eyes. So I'm going to just get a very black eyeliner and mascara. So that's the eye look. And then to add red, let's do a red lip. And some Hello Kitty chapstick. So that's basically exactly what I did on our Pride Day here in Kingston. I did this. People really seemed to appreciate the work that I put into it, but it really wasn't that hard. Then I wore my rainbow overalls. So let me know what you think. I'm trying to be a little bit more bold now that I'm living in like a really like accepting and more laid back type B kind of city where it's okay if you're a doctor and you wear crazy makeups. I'm trying to try more things, so I was really happy to get some more eyeshadow, try some different colors. So let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Bye!